Here in Mamelodi, we once tested one guy. No, it was a lady in work session 5. Then, that lady tested positive for HIV. I'm offered treatment. Then I'm about to hello, sorry, who is your partner? I'm about to partner, Mama Fudula Kaline. Are you with me?
Yes.
We then went to Kaline. We don't tell them, oh no. I'm going to test positive. Who's your partner? This man doesn't mention that lady of Mamelodi. Mentions the other lady or not Kaline does. And then we mention another one, that seat. Are you with me? Then we went and tested those ones. Those ones, they mention their husbands. They don't mention that guy of Kaline. Are you with me? We end up coming to social movement. Well, when we went to the husbands, the husband said, so we almost had 21 people that were linked to one woman who was from Extension 5. 21 people. So you are sleeping with Bobby or you are not aware we are connected to so many people. And most of them, they have tested positive because it started with one person. So that is indexing. Are you with me?
Okay, my name is Msamu, known as Mula, the king of the concrete jungle, and we are here at D6 Mamelodi West. With me here, I'm with my one of the stakeholders that was here during our program that we were running today. So he's going to quickly just tell you who he is and what do they basically do and which organization is he from. How are you, sir?
All is well.
All is well. So can you just quickly tell our viewers at home who are you, where are you from, and what basically do you deal with?
Okay, no, thank you very much. My name is Abiel Bobby Mohanoe. Okay. I am working for the institution of Wits RHI. I am responsible for a program called Coach Impilo, which its main mandate is to work on men's health, specifically the men that are living with HIV. So we are based in Tshwane here. We are having offices in Centurion and also in Hatfield. But all of our cadres, the staff, the individuals who are doing implementation are deployed across the clinics in Tshwane. We go to Soshanguve, Homosprit, Samaskral. Majority of facilities have cadres who are working in implementing the program. So specifically, what we do in realizing that the majority of people are living with HIV but do not know because they do not test. And in majority, it's men, simply because men don't associate with health facilities and any other, screenings to ensure that they know their status of health. So we then conscientize men through educating them about the importance of knowing their status. We further create demand by ensuring that we push men strategically to know their status by testing, and the moment they realize their status, if they are diagnosed with HIV, we then assist them to get treatment, which we call it Impilo, so that they are able to live healthier with the treatment and ensure that they are mentored, because our team mentors them to take their treatment correctly across until they are able to be independent, taking treatment, and with the adherence, we know that they will be having a viral load that is low, and at times that is undetectable, because that's what we are advocating for, to ensure that they are having undetectable viral load, which then will make us to see transmission be less, and we'll have less people who are infected of the virus.
Okay, thank you. But then, as we all know that not everybody is well informed about the differences between HIV and AIDS. So can you please just briefly tell us the differences, like the main fact difference between HIV and AIDS?
Okay. So when you are having HIV,
yes,
it is a virus that is within you, which one will live with for the rest of your life, because there's no cure for that. It's a particle which will then, as a virus, live with you. What we need only to do is to sustain it through treatment and ensure you dismantle its power from taking over. What is takeover? Takeover is a graduation of the excellent work that the virus can do in your body, which will make you to be at a state of AIDS. So when you are at the state of AIDS, it means you have left the virus at the level of HIV only to grow and multiply itself more, to end up defeating your soldiers, your immune system, that it will then take control of your system and then make you be vulnerable to can get other viruses, and those viruses will then be only having power when you don't have an immune system. So you will be at a state of AIDS. So when you are at a state of AIDS, it means you don't have soldiers to protect or defend you. Then it will allow any other disease, whether curable disease or not, to take control and even kill you the moment it gets to you.
So, but then since we're dealing with HIV and AIDS, and we know that us as young people, since it was a household pet of young people, we have our myths and beliefs and assumptions about HIV and AIDS. What is the one big myth that you have ever came across? Because we know that if I, for an example, if I see a skinny person, I'll have assumptions thinking that maybe not AIDS and all those kind of stuff, right? But then how do you guys, what is the one big myth you have come across, and how do you maneuver yourself around these kind of myths to re-educate people about them?
No, the long-standing myth that forever remains. That is why, especially in Swan, we still have that thing. The old men that have money will then have relationship with the young ones who are vulnerable, because there's still that myth that they will be, cleansed if they sleep with the young ones. They will remain strong with their immune system because they are having young ones that have more energy, that the immune system is still strong. Then it will then transmit to them also reviving their self. So they are using materials to ensure they exploit these young ones. So that myth still remains. That's why we still have so much new infection on young ladies, and majority of them are infected because of their relationship with the older guys who are having monies, whom will then have power over them to ensure that they are influencing them not to use protection. They won't even have much voice. So that's what one of the factors that contributes towards the new infection that emerges in the age group of 14 to 24 of these young ladies, young teenagers. Yes.
So if people want to touch base with you on social media, or maybe want to come face to face with you guys, where do they get you all, and how do they get in contact with you?
Okay, so in every clinic that like I'm saying, here we are in Mamelodi, you can find people are wearing t-shirts like this. Okay. We have Instanza CAC, Sabelo Suela, and we have Sfiso Sibia there. At Stanza 2, we have Bongani Nawa, and then in Dark City we have Tabo Masalesa. In Zitobeni, and in Dark City we have Adams there. So when you get to clinics, you just ask for a coach. You will get them easy. You can visit the coach website. You just go to the Google there, and then you just say Coach Impilo. It will then reflect the information that you want to know, what the coach does, who the coach, what happens. Okay. Alternatively, any vehicle that you see or any employee of Vets that you see, just stop them and ask them to see the coach. You will then get all the information. Wits RHI is there on Facebook, is there on Twitter. You find it also on YouTube, where they are always promoting healthy living, and every treatment that is new, any medication that is new, they also post it there, so one can be able to learn of new trends or new medication.
Okay, one piece of advice, maybe in 2 sentences, to men who are ignorant, who don't want to go test for HIV and AIDS. What can you say to them, in closing?
It is very important to know your status. It is very disingenuous if you think not knowing will save you from the virus taking control. So I will encourage every man not to test using their partners, but to go themselves and know their status by testing. Then they will be, if diagnosed, they will then be given treatment. They can live healthy, and the current treatment doesn't stop them from drinking alcohol. They can still continue drinking alcohol and doing their normal activities without needing infringement, as long as they will ensure that they adhere to the conditions of treatment. All shall be well. So please test, know your status, and take treatment.
So know your status, take your treatment as you've heard it from Wits RHI. Wanamoki Mo Mamelodi West, Mo D6. Guys, my name is Msamu, well known as Mula, the king of the concrete jungle. Till next time, it's a wrap.
Even when you haven't had sex in your life, it's okay. Delay sex. Ne? Delay it. For those who are already sexual active, use condom all the time. Ladies, better send the contraceptives. It's again. Guys, pilani condom, may not sexual active again.
Benong if o para condom, benong ayu cari pila para jadi wadu cari pila tu.
Kunali other brands study condom. If you could read Komorao again, saying latex free, you can buy them again. But Renata said the government is rating for ban national latex again. For ban sadi, it's on a thing is not latex. The average is all. Hey, hold Kubeling high again. This a fitella. That is not to go fitella. Follow kind of situation. The head of you guys must go home.
I'm HIV positive, and then you know that last year someone in that class it's here to or again you don't sleep, but we don't know again. Alright, transmission HIV guys. I think again. It's a lot of things like infect. I will give an example. One of each methods. One, they have sports. Ball, during school break, and then somewhere, and then contact sports. Home in the same match, and then white more political point, and then contact that. Maybe I'm infected, and if I'm already infected, or am I infected, if you're not already infected. During sports, by accident. Another accident, remember the original glass and stuff. During an accident, glass got to a kata, when all wants something, then Maria come maybe one more during accident,
So we are promoting to you that when you are being exposed, condom blasted, or you slept in the motor or some blasted, one night stand and all those things, make sure you get yourself the PEP, post-exposure prophylaxis, to prevent you from having the HIV virus. The virus here, the HIV, the human immunodeficiency. So, let me quickly respond to you. There is no single treatment, pill or syrup that works 100%. Do you know why? Because the remaining percent is you. Are you with me? So if you are given a prescription at 7 days, doctor won't come and give you a pill every day. It is your responsibility to do what? That is when the treatment then will. Are you with me? So does it mean if doctor will fill a prescription way back again, go forward? So if you are maybe let's say unprotected and HIV, and then this person will not also be PrEP, how yet will be exposed. That HIV won't even have a second in you because already the fence is there to demolish it. But PrEP doesn't want to prevent you from STI or other sexually transmitted diseases, only for HIV. Are we together? So that's how it works. That is pre-exposure prophylaxis. So you only become protected after taking it at least 7 consecutive days. So today is Saturday. If you start to take it today, next week Saturday, that's when you'll be protected. You'll start to be protected from it. Are you with me?
Once again, guys, welcome again. Wanamoki Mo Mamelodi West Mo D6. With me here, I am with my brother, who's the organizer, if I may put it in that sense, the organizer of this event. He's going to basically introduce himself and tell us the main purpose behind this event that we were having today. So, sir, how are you, and what is your name? And tell us briefly what was the aim of today's event.
Afternoon, sir. My name is Solopelintuli. I'm a youth coordinator, Msamu, multi-sectoral AIDS management unit. Msamu, it's a organization or it's a health department, City of Tshwane. So ours is simple. Ours today was to bring youth to come have a conversation around the topic of sex, around the topic of teenage pregnancy, around the topic of HIV and AIDS. Since when right now we're approaching the winter season, so numbers will be rising. Numbers of HIV and AIDS, numbers of teenage pregnancy. So right now we're educating students. We are making one student to have their own self awareness to say, okay, sharp, right now, as young as I am, what is it that I have to do to protect myself against HIV, to protect myself against HIV, teenage pregnancy? So the aim of this event today was to just educate young people, to give young people a voice, to voice out as to how, as young people, as the next coming generation, how are we then going to face or how are we going to solve this issue of HIV and AIDS, teenage pregnancy, STIs, and all the health issues or the health illnesses that we have in our community.
So according to you, and for sure it's not the first time you've been hosting such events.
Actually, it's my first event since I've been working with Msamu.
But it's not the first event that you have attended, right?
Yes.
So as the saying says, for everybody has an ear, they should listen. So then how do you see this kind of organizations that take place or that partake in such events where they do dialogues with youth people? What can you say about the impact that it has on young people? These kind of conversations.
A few minutes ago, I was asking the students one question. Did the event that we had today have impact on you? It was yes, the answer. Because right now you could see even their perspective and their way of arguing right now, it has changed. You know that they say Rome was never built in one day.
Yes, it was never built in one day.
This few minutes that we had with the students just shifting their perspective and their ideology, it made them realize some of the things that they didn't know. Like you saw when we were speaking about the STIs. Even myself, I was aware about the 13 and STIs, but how like the affect our young to now myself I got educated.
So what can you say that today, what is the thing that today that you have learned and that you're taking home with you and then you're gonna multiply to other people, like teach other children? What is that one thing that you're taking home today?
This thing of the PrEP. I heard that PrEP it's one of the pills young people have to use because it's a pre-exposure pill. So meaning before you become exposed to HIV, rather take PrEP to protect yourself. I think that's my take.
So since today we were speaking about HIV and AIDS, do you know your status?
Yes, I do.
When was the last time you tested?
I think on Thursday.
Thursday?
Yes.
I like that. Once again, guys, I was here with what was your name again? Okay, Solo. Tswelopele. But I heard they call you Mvelo.
Mvelo, yes.
My name is also Mvelo. Like my name on the ID is Mvelo. Yeah. So you heard it once again from Mvelo. Yeah, Abom Mvelo. You heard it once again from Abom Mvelo. Till next time, guys. This is Mlamuli Mselok, well known as Mula, the king of the concrete jungle, signing out.